Good morning, blue collar scholars. How y'all doing today? It's Lance Campbell here in Campbell's Corner, early in the morning again, hanging out with Kalijah. He didn't smoke none last night. Had a big night down here though. I don't know what he was doing. I got up this morning, cigar wrappers way over there. I know he didn't smoke, but I don't know what the wrappers is doing over there, you know. I don't know how he does that, but anyways, guys, it's early in the morning on a Friday morning. It's time to do a little story for you guys. Raining here at my house. I don't know about at y'all's, but I got a little story about my past. I thought I'd go over it with you, but before I did, I wanted to ask everybody to please like and follow and share as they always do. And I did a video just yesterday about asking about if you knew anybody that had a small business in this area that would like to get on here and do some talking and stuff. I've went around and interviewed quite a few people. Some people want to do it, some people don't, but if you know anybody, please comment on here, guys. Comment. Everybody comment, talk to me, I'll talk back. I like to read them. You see me out in public, say something. I like that too, makes me feel good. Here at Blue Collar Scholars, we're not making a killing. Some people have said that we're probably losing more money than we're making. I'm not going to tell you we're making a killing, but I'm going to tell you we're trying. $1 donation gets you a chance to win $1,000. We're trying hard here, so if you see us out, please donate $1 or whatever you want to donate. I want to say thank you again to Inline, which is one of our major sponsors. The BP in Elkmont, thank you to him. Anik, he's a sponsor. There's a couple of more guys, I can't remember them all. Those are the two that I remember. Broken Hungry Electrical, Morris Garage. Anybody that you know that might want to make a donation, get listed on here. I'm looking for sponsors every day. So with that being said, here's today's story. It's a Friday morning story. It's kind of quick. This is back when I was a young fella. It's my first job. This is how I got my first job. Back when kids rode bicycles, I was riding bicycles. I lived in Decatur, Alabama. Kind of over on the bad side of town in Decatur. Had a couple of buddies. We'd go riding bicycles or go walking or whatever, and there was a nursery down below us. We'd walk through that nursery every evening in the evening time, you know. And when we walked through there was a bunch of sprinkler pipes out there in the nursery, you know. And I almost spilled my coffee. Anyways, there was a bunch of sprinkler pipes out there in the nursery, and they were stand up on a tripod. We'd walk through there with rocks, and we'd throw them and bust the heads off of them. And we thought we were being cool, you know, stupid cool, you know, kids being kids. That's what we did when we don't have no guidance. That's what we do. So you need guidance. You need to make sure your kids ain't out there knocking sprinkler heads off. Although it did introduce me to one of the greatest men I ever met. And I say one of them because I've met quite a few great men in my life that have tried to aim me in the right direction. And this guy did. We were knocking sprinkler heads off, and some old man hollered, "Hey, boy!" And I looked, and they took off, and I took off too. But of course, I was a fat kid, you know. So, anyways, I got caught. He caught me. He said, "Boy, what do you do?" And I said, "I go to school." And I scared to death. This old man, looked like he was probably 90. He wasn't but about 58 or 59, but to me he looked 90. Skin leathered up, weathered up, and leathered up. He called me boy, and anyways, long story short, I had to work for the sprinkler pipes that I busted. He hired me at a little place called Centron Lumber. They had a nursery center there, and I worked in the nursery center under this guy. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a big-time Alabama fan, and most Auburn fans, I feel like don't like me or whatever. But this one Auburn fan, this guy that I'm telling y'all about, he was an Auburn fan, and he was an Auburn graduate. I learned that after I worked for him for a while. He taught me a lot of things and how to do a lot of things as a young man. I was 15 years old, by the way. This wasn't about 4 or 5 years ago, but I was 15 years old. And anyways, he said he hired me and paid me $1.85 an hour, and I had to work there till I paid for them sprinkler pipes. Plus, my first day, I had to fix all the sprinkler pipes that we busted the night before. And that's what I did. I worked there, and I ended up working there a whole summer that summer, the rest of the summer, planting plants and raking yards. Used to, they didn't have power rakes that they use these machines for now, so they had what they called a yard rake. I learned real quick what a yard rake was used for. Centron lumber. Guys, that was my first job, and that's the whole story right there. I said I wasn't going to mention the man's name that hired me, but I am. I am, because I know he's got 2 sons that live in my local town. I know he's got 3, but I know 2 of them live here. One of them's a school teacher and a football coach, and the other one owns a small nursery here in town. Guys, y'all see him out. Y'all tell him how great how great their daddy was. He's one of the greatest men. Greatest man I ever met. He first check I got when I worked there, he said, "Boy, do you know what to do with that money?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna cash it and spend it." He was like, "No, boy, that ain't what you do with it." He said, "You take that check, and you take 20% of what you made, and you put it in a savings account." He said, "You start doing that, by the time you get 45, you won't have to work no more unless you just don't want to. Unless you just want to. That's the only reason why you have to." And I'm like, okay. So guess what? I didn't listen. And most of everybody sitting here that's listening to me won't listen this far. But if they do, had I listened to him, I wouldn't be working no more, guys. So somebody out there, y'all heard it. You heard it from me, and I heard it from a man named Grayson Bailey. I don't know if he was a senior or a junior. I just called him Grayson Bailey. You heard the name right, Grayson Bailey. One of the greatest men I ever met. Guys, Blue Collar Scholars, that's all I got this morning. It's early, and I've been rambling a little bit. Y'all have a good day. Like, follow, and share. Thank you so much.